Hello, my beautiful ladies. If you're over 60 or even in your 70s or 80s, you may have noticed something troubling that you probably never imagined would be such a big part of your life. Running to the bathroom again and again and again. Maybe it's every 2 hours. Maybe it's every 45 minutes. Maybe you find yourself planning every outing based on how close you'll be to a bathroom. Maybe you can't sit through a movie, go shopping with your granddaughter, or get through the night without waking up 2 or 3 times with that urgent, uncomfortable need to pee. You're not alone. Millions of older women silently deal with this issue, often blaming it on just aging. But here's the truth: frequent urination, urgency, and nighttime trips to the toilet aren't just an inconvenience. They're a sign, a message from your body. And sometimes it's not just aging. Sometimes it's habits, repeated mistakes. Things you're doing every single day that are making the problem worse and possibly even dangerous. Doctors and specialists have warned us. These 7 common habits can lead to more frequent urination, bladder irritation, and even more serious health concerns. And the worst part, most women don't even realize they're doing anything wrong, so today we're going to walk through them one by one. I'll explain what each habit is, why it causes problems, and what you can start doing today to finally regain control over your bladder, your body, and your life. Let's get started. Drinking too much water at the wrong times. Hydration is vital, especially as we age. But let's clear up a myth. More is not always better. Many women believe that chugging water all day long is healthy, especially for preventing utis or keeping the skin youthful. But here's what most doctors are seeing instead. Women who drink too much water, especially in the late afternoon or evening, are overwhelming their bladders and setting themselves up for frequent, urgent trips to the bathroom. What happens when you drink too much at the wrong times, like in the hours leading up to bedtime, is that your bladder doesn't get a break. Instead of sleeping peacefully through the night, your kidneys are still hard at work, filtering excess fluids, and your bladder is filling quickly. The result: nighttime trips, disturbed sleep, and exhaustion the next day. Here's a better strategy. Drink your water earlier in the day. Make hydration a morning and early afternoon priority. After 6 or 7 p.m., begin tapering your fluid intake. Sip instead of gulping if you're thirsty in the evening. And always monitor if certain drinks like herbal teas, juices, or flavored waters seem to trigger your urgency. And remember, overhydration can actually lead to lower sodium levels, which can be dangerous, especially for older women. Listen to your body. Be mindful of when and how much you drink. 2. Relying on caffeine to get through the day. I know many of you love your morning coffee or afternoon tea. It's a ritual, a comfort, but caffeine is a double-edged sword. Especially for women over 60, caffeine is a known diuretic. That means it stimulates the kidneys to produce more urine. It also irritates the lining of the bladder, increasing the sensation of urgency and making you feel like you need to go, even when your bladder isn't full. Now, I'm not telling you to give up coffee completely. But if you're having 2, 3, or even 4 cups a day to fight fatigue, you might be putting yourself on a cycle of overstimulation, followed by frequent urination and even dehydration. What to do? Limit caffeine to 1 cup in the morning. Avoid caffeinated drinks after 12 p.m. Try herbal teas like chamomile, rooibos, or peppermint in the afternoon instead. They're bladder-friendly and relaxing. And remember, fatigue in older women can come from poor sleep, vitamin deficiencies, or medication side effects. Don't just treat the symptom with caffeine. Look deeper. 3. Holding it in 2. Often you're out running errands. You're at your grandchild's school play. Or you're in bed too cozy to get up. So you tell yourself, I can wait, but this habit. Delaying urination is a quiet enemy. When you consistently hold your urine for long periods, you weaken your bladder muscles over time. And worse, you can stretch the bladder beyond its natural capacity. Eventually, it becomes harder to fully empty the bladder, which can lead to residual urine buildup. And that opens the door to infections, discomfort, and yes, more frequent urges to go. Even worse, holding in urine can increase your risk of urinary tract infections. And UTIs in older women can be serious, even leading to delirium, falls, and hospitalizations. Instead, make regular bathroom breaks a priority. Every 3 to 4 hours is healthy. Don't wait until you're bursting. If you're prone to forgetting, set gentle reminders on your phone or watch. Train your bladder to follow a healthy routine. Don't punish it for not strengthening your pelvic floor muscles. One of the biggest silent culprits behind bladder problems is pelvic floor weakness as we age, especially after childbirth, menopause, and hormonal changes. The muscles that support the bladder, uterus, and rectum lose strength. The result: leakage, urgency, and less control. Many women don't even realize their pelvic floor is weak until symptoms appear, but here's the good news. Strengthening these muscles can dramatically reduce frequent urination and even eliminate stress incontinence. The tool: Kegel exercises. They're simple, invisible, and powerful. Just squeeze the muscles you'd use to stop the flow of urine. Hold for 5 seconds, release. Repeat 10 to 15 times, 3 times a day. It may take a few weeks, but consistent practice builds strength and control. And if you're unsure whether you're doing it right, talk to a pelvic floor physical therapist. They can guide you with tailored techniques. Your bladder deserves strong support. Give it that strength. 5. Eating too many bladder-irritating foods. You may not realize this, but what's on your plate affects what's in your bladder. Certain foods act like irritants to the sensitive lining of the bladder. They cause inflammation, increase urgency, and sometimes mimic infection symptoms, even when there's no infection present. Common culprits include spicy foods, acidic fruits like oranges, tomatoes, pineapples, chocolate, yes, even dark chocolate, artificial sweeteners, carbonated drinks, vinegar, and pickled foods. You don't have to give them up entirely, but if you're struggling with frequent urination, try keeping a bladder diary for a week. Note when you feel urgency and what you ate or drank before. Eliminating triggers, even temporarily, can help your bladder heal. Then, reintroduce food slowly and see how your body reacts. 6. Ignoring signs of infection or hormonal imbalance. Sometimes frequent urination isn't about habits. It's your body crying out for attention. Urinary tract infections are extremely common in older women, but they often show up differently than they do in younger women. You may not have burning or pain. Instead, you may just feel like you need to pee constantly, or you may feel pelvic discomfort, fatigue, or mental confusion. Never ignore these signs left untreated. UTIs can lead to kidney infections or worse. Another silent trigger: estrogen deficiency. After menopause, falling estrogen levels cause thinning of the urethral and vaginal tissues. This makes them more prone to irritation, inflammation, and infection. Some women benefit from vaginal estrogen creams or suppositories prescribed by a doctor, which restore the tissue without affecting overall hormones. If you're peeing more than usual and nothing seems to help, talk to your doctor, ask for a urinalysis. Check for infection and discuss hormone options. Your symptoms deserve to be taken seriously. 7. Leading a sedentary lifestyle. It might sound unrelated, but sitting too much can contribute to more frequent urination. When we're inactive, blood flow to the pelvic region decreases. Pelvic floor muscles weaken. Constipation becomes more common, which puts pressure on the bladder. Weight gain around the abdomen can push against the bladder, shrinking its capacity on the flip side. Gentle movement improves circulation, strengthens support muscles, and helps regulate bladder function. Try a 20-minute walk every morning. Gentle stretching or yoga, pelvic floor-focused exercises. Standing and moving every hour, especially if you're watching TV or reading. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Keep your body in motion, and your bladder will thank you. Closing thoughts, let me tell you something. My dear, your body is not broken. Your bladder is not betraying you. You are not doomed to spend your golden years planning life around bathroom stops. So many of these struggles can be softened, reduced, or even reversed, just by bringing a little more awareness to your habits and giving your body the support it needs. It's not about shame, it's not about blame. It's about knowing that you have the right to feel confident in your body again. And if no one has told you this recently, you deserve to feel vibrant, in control, and unburdened by discomfort. Age does not define your worth, and it does not have to define your bladder health. Take these 7 lessons, start with just one. Build from there, and as always, I'll be right here with you every step of the way. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a comment below. I love hearing your stories. Until next time, stay strong. Stay wise and stay wonderfully you.